All right. I know this is a kind of small little treat that I thought I would pop on everybody. First off, Happy New Year's. This is Frankie B. I decided to do this really, it's going to be a short video. It's not going to be like the 3 hour or even a 2 hour one. I'm looking at maybe an hour. But I'm actually waiting to get some feedback from a client in regards to their comic book story. I had to do some re-edits for the thumbnails and sent it off. So I'm just waiting. So as I always say, as an artist, you want to continuously keep on, working. You want to keep drawing and stuff and maintaining that. So anyway, actually, hold on a second. Let me share some of these to the people out there who might be interested. All right, I'm going to share to a couple of these. And again, this is going to be a very short video. And I hope everyone had a fantastic holiday season and stuff. Staying busy, staying creative. All right. All right, let's see. Boom. Just sharing this to a bunch of different, places so people can check it out. Let's see. All right, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. And boom. All right, cool. So I think that should be enough places. All right. All right, cool. All right, so what I'm going to be doing here is, all right, let me see if I can get this really quick. Years ago, I was contacted by someone who really liked my sketch card work, right? So what happened was they contacted me by email, and they said, hey, man, I got this proposition. And I said, okay, tell me about your proposition. And they said, hey, I'm making these sketch card booklets, right? So this was the booklet. And then, and they did like a cover, And I was like, that's pretty neat, man. I like that. So they said, I wouldn't mind I can make you some. And maybe we could trade artwork, I do artwork, do a commission piece for them. And then they would make these 2 pieces for me. And I was like, that's fair enough, So I said, cool. So I've been sitting on these for like a couple of years. When I say a couple of years, I want to say, man, it was probably 6, 7, maybe even 8 years. And they actually sent me this really cool like case and everything. It's really thick. And I have 2 of them. And I have this one, the Shogun Warriors, which again, I told him that I like Shogun Warriors and he custom did it. And the back right there. And then there's this one right here. So this actually had to be before the 2014. So it had to be around 2014 then. So why don't we say, yeah, all right, say 6 years then. So, because it had to be, because then that Godzilla right there. So there you go. So he made these for me, and I only have these 2. So these are very, very, like, super rare. And I cannot, for the love of me, remember the person who made this. And if they happen to see this, hopefully they'll reach out and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna pretty much try to do. I'm not gonna mess with the Shogun Warriors yet. I'm gonna hold off. But I was thinking that maybe because I've been itching to do something like, commemorate Godzilla versus Kong that's gonna be coming out. So I thought I'll just take the time and maybe put that in here in this piece. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, thanks for joining me. And I know this is a really like sudden kind of thing that I decided to do this today and stuff. But hey, waiting for some word on some comic book work I'm doing, and I revised some thumbnails and stuff. And so instead of just sitting around and just waiting, I'd rather keep the artwork flowing. So anyway, let's do this. All right, let's see what I'm gonna do. All right, I have my computer, my MacBook Pro open, and I'm technically, maybe I'll shift it. I'm technically looking at some reference for King Kong. I've been drawing Godzilla 2014 a couple of times and stuff, and he just kind of, he's really good to work with. I love the character. But anyway, I just want to tell you that usually this is one of my old blue line non-photo blue pencils and stuff. I usually don't even use this. I tend to just use my paper mate pencil and stuff. But for this, I'll do it for this. I gotta admit I like the texture of the paper and stuff. It's a nice Bristol smooth stock, or what we used to call coat, or was it hot press, but it has a nice smooth stock and stuff, which I love. Helps the pencil to kind of flow really good and stuff. All right, so at this point, I really don't have any idea how this is gonna go. I'll be honest with you, but just see. And this is kind of like how a lot of stuff that I do, I just kind of let it flow. I had a wonderful teacher when I was in art school, and she always talked about the fact of don't get too boggled down in and how the finished piece is going to be. Just kind of just huckle down and prepare for the journey and see where it takes you. So right even there, I'm like, I don't like how that hand's going, so I'm gonna change that or whatever. Now I'm probably not gonna be able to ink this today because again I'm giving myself a short little day on this one, but let's see. I'm thinking now that's coming to me, I'm thinking that I'm going to probably redo. I got commissioned a while ago too, a couple of years ago, to do a King Kong versus Godzilla sketch card by a client who wanted to see the classic battle that Toho did. And I kind of did, this is what I'm doing. I'm technically rehashing that, but with the characters now, where I had him where he grabs Godzilla's tail and stuff, and then Godzilla's like, oh man. I think in the original, he kind of did that too. All right, so feel free to share and stuff like that. This is so last minute. I'm not even looking at my my Facebook and stuff. I'm just kind of focused on making this happen. So anybody out there who's watching this, please, by all means, please share. I should have probably put my link to my YouTube page too. See, I'm not good at this stuff, man. You know what the problem is? I'm too much of an artist. I just want to draw. I don't want to have to worry about all this stuff. I need to, have those moderators out there. All right. I don't know if I like that. So I will say, again, you want to have a good sense of freedom and stuff. Don't get locked down. Just try to get shapes, and then build from those shapes. Don't, as silly as it may look at that point, it's sort of like you just build. You get the shapes and the body and stuff like that. And again, this is a custom personal sketch card booklet that was made for me years ago. So anybody who asks, I don't even... Jonathan, what's going on, man? I just looked on my phone and stuff. Thank you, man. Had a blast too. Had a blast doing it. It's looking like 2021 is gonna be very busy. I was very busy last year. I mean, every year's been kind of busy. It's just been drawing like a madman, which I'm happy. I love. I had one of my teachers once tell me, he was like, "You want to stay out of trouble, so just keep drawing." All right. Now, I will say, as a fan of Kaiju, I am looking forward. I'm looking forward to. No, I don't like that jaw. Looking forward to King Kong versus Godzilla. How about you guys? Kong, excuse me. Godzilla versus Kong. I keep forgetting that he's not King Kong, technically. Not yet. I don't even know if they'll technically use that term, King Kong, because I think that's owned by Universal, which is smart. I mean, originally, Toho, when they had the license, they just did Kong, and they sort of created their own Kong mytho, which is pretty cool. It's very smart too. I like the fact that King Kong, well, excuse me, God, I keep doing it again. Kong has like a beard. Let me give him a beard. And again, as you can see, I'm being very loose and stuff like that. I have to say, it is it is definitely challenging, although rewarding, when you draw doing sketch cards. Sketch cards are unforgiving. I mean, there's a point where you can clean them up, but what I've always found is that it forces you to really try to be very conscious of what you're laying out. because you technically, I mean, you don't want to hand a piece over to someone and it has a bunch of like, marks and stuff of, whiteout and stuff on it. It's technically a finished piece of artwork, so you want it to be as clean as possible. Yeah, let's see. Now this is just me, just taking some liberties. My thought is that Kong during all this time has really got into some serious fights and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have it like, and again, massive arms. I see him with really powerful arms. He's almost, I kept thinking of Kong more as like the Incredible Hulk of the kaiju community. Yeah. In the Toho version, I think he drank some juice and he got like these weird electrical powers where you could shock Godzilla. But I like the idea that maybe he has like a healing factor too, So I'd like to thank everybody for, again, coming in. This was just a sudden kind of, I was like, well, I don't want to just be as I'm waiting on Word for some edits that I'm just not drawing in. And so I've been doing a few of these and stuff, these sort of live draw streams and stuff, but I don't plan to do a really big one today. This one's gonna be close to an hour maybe. It's good. And also, if you guys want to see some of my other videos and stuff, I have a YouTube page. Yeah, there you go. Just, don't worry about anything. Just kind of just go with the flow of it. No worries. I remember when I first was getting into art and working in the art industry, that one of the things I remember actually working at an agency, and I was still in that frame of mind of trying to do like, you focusing so much on the artwork and, and then the fact that you got to get this job done. I remember someone was telling me that they were like, this stuff ain't hanging on walls, Frank. So I like that. Maybe the pieces of shards, like he's almost like crunching down, like breaking his fin. Because I know that they had some pictures where he has an axe made of his fins. So, of Godzilla's fins and stuff. So maybe, yeah, we'll see. To do that, I always like Godzilla's thing being so segmented, kind of. I don't know why I don't like that. I want to just make that muscles right back there so massive. Like he almost doesn't have a neck. Reminds me a lot of like Sasquatch from Alpha Flight, who was I love Sasquatch. I thought he was a great character, especially when John Byrne was drawing him. Oh man, it was incredible. All right. So me, one of the things that I love doing sometimes is he looks, it's almost like he's, so actually, you know what I'm gonna do? See, this is what happens when you're working on something, and you guys are catching me right in the point where my mind is just kind of thinking all kind of crazy stuff. So so there's gonna be a lot of erasing. But the idea is that, again, he's grabbed his tail, and this would be like a puzzle card, but this is a booklet card at the point right here, which are really fun. I mean, I remember doing some booklet cards for Upper Deck for their Marvel card set years ago, and those were really cool. I remember seeing those, I was like, oh my god, I was so blown away by them. Thought it was a really neat concept, great idea. Have it like that, and then the tail. I'm gonna have it probably fold out over here, maybe. Yeah, so you get a sense of. I need to put something in here for scale, so maybe I'll put like a little bolt. I'll just right here because I don't have any reference in front of me, but you know I have a rough idea of how a bolt looks and stuff, so I'll just do like a generic kind of thing in there just to fill it up. But when it comes time to drawing, I'll try to find a certain bolt that I like, because it's always important when you do these giant monsters is that you want to give a sense of scale. Another reason too that I'm using the water is that water helps to first. It's a great tool to use as a sense of you know, you don't have to really draw the rest of the whole body and stuff like that. You know, I'll admit that. Short amount of time. The thing with sketch cuts for me was that every time I worked on one, I kind of thought of like a storyboard, you know, and trying to capture one particular scene that's going on. So drawing water and stuff has always been pretty cool. Maybe I'll have some water dripping off of them and stuff. You draw little things of water. It's those little details you sort of put in. Gets water sort of splashing off his fur and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, again, I'll just show you guys. This was a card that a person made for me. He made two. He did it because he wanted me to do like a commission for him and stuff. So that was a trade-off, and I was like, okay, cool. It was really cool. I don't know if I like that. I kind of wanted like Godzilla's like kind of looking dead at him, like what in the, you just grabbed my tail. Hey everyone, thank you for the likes and stuff like that. Shoot, let me see. All right. Hey, thanks everybody.